Good evening. Welcome to this evening's reflection. Despite all the current world problems that we seem to be facing, particularly in Ukraine and the Middle East, there seems to have been also a great concentration recently on sporting activities. We've had the excitement of the Women's European Cup for the footballers, the Lions Tour for the rugby fans, the Indian tourists for the cricket fans, and Wimbledon for the tennis followers. One of the vital requirements for success in almost every sport is good team spirit. But it's not only sport. Perhaps you've been part of a choir or an orchestra, where again, team spirit is essential for success. We need to be able to work together to support one another and to use our individual skills for the benefit of the team. According to Paul's letter to the church in Corinth, this team spirit is just as important if we're to be a successful Christian fellowship as if we're part of a sports team. He reminds us in chapter 12 of 1 Corinthians that we have a common experience. We're part of a team because of what God has done for each one of us. He's given us a common spirit and a common objective to serve one another. He compares us to different parts of the body, each part with its own important function, but all working for the common good, and all essential in their own way. God did not create all of us with the same skills and gifts, but he did give every one of us some gift, and a gift that we can use for the benefit of the whole team. But Paul doesn't stop with just the theory. He goes on to remind us that we need to demonstrate good spirit, demonstrate it in the life of the church. We need to recognize one another's gifts. We need to encourage people to develop and use the gifts they have. Those of us who've been part of a sports team or choir or an orchestra will be aware of the need to practice and develop each member of the team, to be willing to encourage one another, and also to be willing to be corrected by one another. And it's the same in the team that makes up the church fellowship. We need to encourage those who perhaps feel reticent about getting involved in different activities, those who are not sure that they can contribute to the team, those who are happy to let the experts do it because we might make mistakes and get things wrong. We need to be willing to listen to one another, to be open to new ideas and new ways of doing things. We live in a changing world, and if we're to be a successful team, we need to change as well. Like any successful team, we need to be aware of our common purpose, which for us is to faithfully serve God and one another. We need to get the balance between the theory and the practice just right. In verse 1 of 1 Corinthians 12, Paul tells us not to be ignorant and uninformed. And at the end of that same chapter, he tells us we need to demonstrate the more excellent way. And it's very interesting, isn't it, that this chapter is followed immediately by that great chapter on love. So let us encourage everyone to be part of our team, to develop a good team spirit that will help and support everyone in our team to reach out with the love of Christ, to encourage others to come and to be an active part of our team. It's only by working together that we can form a successful team for the work of the Lord. Have a good evening.